Right, there we go. Need to charge up my phone, it's dying on me. Well, I'd normally be going to bed around about now. Right. Hang on a second, let me just scroll over. Indeed, Mirai, if you can hear me. Mirai. Hecky indeed. Hecky to you too. Bear with me just one moment, the game is loading. Just fiddling with my phone. What's going on? What's the weather doing? I would like to go fishing, but it's still a bit too chilly at the moment. Okay. Yes. What's the weather like here? Right, freeze the game there. Oh, bugger, it's still quite cold, isn't it? Come on. Get deeper into those double digits, please, England. That would be nice. Hi, everyone. Yes, sorry, I can see the chat is moving quite quickly now. Good evening and welcome. Yes, a bit later this evening. Sorry for not streaming earlier, both the morning and the evening. On the morning side of things, I just had too much work piled up. I've still got too much work piled up. I've got so much editing to do, and I couldn't really justify doing yet another stream, so I went off to go and do some work today. I wish I could tell you that work today, as in editing on the video essay thing, went well. It's going quite poorly, I'm afraid. I'm sort of stuck in a bit of a writer's rut, which I'm genuinely struggling to get out of. So yes, at the end of work today, I was tired and a bit crabby, so I just went, you know what, I'm going to go to bed. So I just flopped into bed, and I slept there for a couple of hours, and then I woke up and then had a pizza. So I stuck a pizza in from the freezer into the oven, and I've had that, and yeah, here I am. So I've got a bit of energy. I've had a little bit of ice cream as well. I've been a bit naughty. And yeah, so I'll do a little bit of a stream, and then I'll bog off and go to bed when I'm tired. I'm a little bit worried about the dog, though, because I'm going to screw her sleep schedule. So she's sleeping now. I'm worried that she's going to have quite a bit of energy. So I might have to give her a short W word just before I go to bed anyway. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. But yeah, welcome indeed, everyone. Right. So, an update then. Oh, thank you, Little Flipfoot. Thank you very much. And before that, Hiroto. And before that, Spicy, if you're still there. Thank you. So, yes, it's almost midnight, baby goat. So it's about 15 minutes to. I need to bear in mind that the game is going to crash on me at midnight because Windows tries to update. I'm pausing the update at the minute because it did something bad. Well, it fucked up my PC. Thank you, Scott Quad. Thank you. And Andy00 Lad. Thank you. So yes, anyway, so yes, quick update. So yeah, latest video is the end of the fifth week of work on it. It's a video essay thing. It's not going very well. So it's mostly edited. I've got most of it done, but I don't like the ending. And I've had 3 different attempts to try and draft it, and it's not quite there yet. I need to keep working on it. So I'm trying to sort of dig my way out of a bit of a writer's block, writer's slump, I suppose, when it comes to trying to get the script correct, and sort of sum up my thoughts and conclude properly. So, yeah, that's the video. So still work underway, and yeah. Oh, good to hear it, Feynman. Yeah, it's good fun. Bit samey now, though, but it's good fun. I hope to see you on the field in Holdfast. Right. Okay. So, thank you, Zavin Blade. Thank you very much. Indeed, go to bed. Well, I went for a nap, so I went for a 2-hour sleep, so I've got some energy. Okay, so welcome to January 1941. We're in our U-boat, U-48, in the North Atlantic. Now, we have, just now, so where are we? We're about 100 meters down, so we're not going to be able to see shit. So we are off the coast of Ireland, here. Now, we attacked a convoy. It turns out... Where is it, sorry? Maybe it hasn't struck yet. It turns out that I did actually end up sinking that ship. So on the last stream, we're intercepting a convoy going from west to east on its way towards Britain to supply the war effort. I fired 2 torpedoes and now I'm turning away. The reason I'm turning away is that I was trying to get ahead of the convoy by breaking visual range, driving super fast on the surface, and then getting ahead of it, because these ships can only move, or they were only moving, at around 5 knots. They're probably going to pick up speed now, though, but, yes, effectively, I was just going to travel underwater for a bit, get some distance, surface, and then try and get them again with my remaining torpedoes. I don't believe their destroyer escorts know where I am, but I did fire gas torpedoes, so they can, they can probably quickly extrapolate my rough position. Oh, holy shit! Is that an actual up-to-date map? Like on the desk. Thank you, the Black Torch and Ejitsu and Zavan and Imhotep. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Indeed, Blue. Yes, I am quite late in the evening. I went for a sleep. So, thank you, Jester and Troes. Right. So, how fast are we moving? We're moving at one knot right now, at around 97 meters. The crush depth for this submarine is about 150 meters. We are currently undamaged. Some of the men are quite tired. Let's send them. Are they busy? Well, they can't do anything in the torpedo bay right now, so send them back for rest. Okay. Stern quarters. Same with you, gentlemen. So transfer the crew around to make sure everyone's rested. Okay. So, thank you, DK Decay. Thank you, sir. Let's speed up time a little bit. Also, chat, would you kindly remind me as we get closer to midnight in 12 minutes? For I'm probably going to forget and the game is going to crash on me. I need to be sure to save it regularly. Okay, it's about 6 in the morning, January the 31st, 1941. So the ships look like they're picking up speed now. So let's just get some distance. What sort of distance are we? So we're about 5 kilometers from what is probably a warship, I would assume. So we're going to need more. Yeah, we're going to need to go further. So travel 2 kilometers that way. Keep our speed very low. Ahead slow, nice and steady. Okay. Indeed, bored with life. Welcome indeed, sir. And thank you, Sivanan. Thank you for the compliments. And thank you, Bidazu. Right, speed up the time. Keep moving. That's not moving. I wonder if that's perhaps the damaged vessel that oh, there we go. So confirmed sinking. Right, so we've managed to take out that ship. What's that, bearing 140? If I ask Walter on the hydrophone, turn to 140. Can I hear the ship? So this is like an underwater set of listening devices. I can hear lots of propellers, so that's the whole convoy. They're very loud. Very loud. Okay. Right, so continue moving. Right, that's definitely the warship, that one there. So here we need to be very careful about... Okay, so we're only 2 kilometers, well within its visual range. Just keep sneaking away. No, hidden. So we fired 2 torpedoes at roughly 6 kilometers, accounting for the speed of the convoy, the length of the ship, and we basically determined where it was going to be. So the torpedoes flew ahead of it, and then of course the ship just kind of drove into it. We were using magnetic pistons, which means that the torpedoes went under the ship, under the vessel, and the moment that the torpedo discovered... magnetic pistols. Triggers. The moment the torpedo discovered that there was something metal above it, it exploded. So, we sunk a big vessel. I believe it was a fuel tanker coming from America. Okay, the warships are returning to the convoy. This is good. So are we safe to surface? 7 kilometers. We're going to go up the periscope depth now. Engineer, take us to periscope depth. So we're cruising at 97 meters. We go at the periscope depth, check the periscope and see if we can see them, and if we can't, then we surface. We can travel much faster on the surface, you see. Much, much faster. If anything, it might be within our best interest to go a little bit further, to like 20 kilometers, in the hopes that we can evade their listening devices aboard their warships. Hi there, some human. And hi there, Casanova. Oh, Waffle's here. ZF Waffle. Everyone, ZF Waffle's in the chat. Feel free to say hi to him. How you doing, sir? Hope you're okay. Right. So let's just speed up the time a little. So we're now rising. So we're climbing steadily. It's now been about almost 45 minutes. So it's now... Okay, there we go. So it's about 6:45 in the morning. Here we are. We're at periscope depth. Right. So... Can we see them? Up periscope. Oh, Sai's here as well. ZF Cyanide's in the chat, everyone. Feel free to say hi. Hi there, Sai. Hope you're very well, sir. I took a nap because I'm old, and now I have energy. And I had a pizza and some ice cream, and now I've got a lot of energy. And doing some U-boats. Okay, so I think we are out of visual range. So we surface. Trouble is, they'll still hear me on the hydrophone. 11 kilometers is not enough, and the seas are quite calm. Let's turn the U-boat away slightly to minimize the size of our... Well, actually, it's not going to matter. Sorry, if they're listening via the hydrophones, it doesn't really matter which direction we're turning. It still sounds like an engine. Okay. Follow the plotted course. Continue for another, say, 3 kilometers? Come up to about 3 knots. And surface the boat. Alright, here we go. So... Let's start moving away. No TF2 today? No, we're going to do it on Sunday. So the Friday TF2 games were more of an overflow for those that couldn't make it on the Sunday. So the clan members that couldn't make it on the Sunday. But it was decided that it was just burning us out faster than, you know, normal. Stand by. Got a message from High Command. All available U-boats are to home in on U-93's beacon, intercept a convoy. U-93, so U-106 has found a convoy... Wait, which convoys are they talking about? U-93. They found a convoy at AM41 course east. Is it my convoy? It is. So 2 additional U-boats are here, apparently. Right, so we're just trying to sink Allied shipping. Thank you, Jordis. Thank you very much, Jordis. Right. So the U-boat is on the surface. Get our watch officers up there, please, quickly. Where's Conrad? There he is. Conrad's up there. We've got some dedicated watch officers, but they're quite tired. Let them rest then. Who's up there? Friedrich, Christoph, and Siegfried. Anyone else is rested that can assist them? I need 1 petty officer. Stand by. Who's rested? Not many, because they've been working in the torpedo bays. Oh, fuck, yeah, everyone's quite tired. We've been on this hunt for a while. We'll send... Who's this? Fuck. Send up Siegfried and Gerhardt. Okay. Right, so, is the diesel... Yep, diesel engine compartment is full. So we're travelling at 3 knots on the surface. Let's come up to 1/3 speed. Keep us in silent running if we can. Not sure if that's even possible with the diesel engines. Oh, yeah, shit. Save the game. Good shout. Because the game is going to crash on me. Ah. Yeah, she's okay. Dog's happy. She's a happy chappy. She's cleaner now. I gave her a bath the other day, so she's no longer the stinky little dog that she was. She rolls in everything she can find. Smelly dog. Alright, so let's start moving. So speed up the time. So keep moving away from the convoy. So what sort of range? We're talking 25 kilometers. Okay, I feel a bit more confident now. So let's proceed to 1 kilometer. Right. Then start shadowing the convoy on the surface. Now we're still just, I think, out of range of the RAF. That may change soon. So let's go over here, and then we're just going to flank speed. We'll figure out how fast they can travel. Okay. And then try to estimate their next position. Right, so here we go. So speed up time. Now we need to be careful, because one of the destroyers could hear us on the hydrophones, and they could turn course to come and investigate. And if that happens, we could be... it might be tempting to use one of our torpedoes to actually take a shot. Let's also get... So stand by. orders, please cancel. Silent running.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Okay. So now the men in the bow and the boog and the stern torpedo tubes start reloading the torpedoes that we fired. So we fired 2 gas-powered torpedoes from tubes 2 and tubes 3. So these are now being reloaded. So torpedo waiting in the queue for loading. 23 minutes until that torpedo is ready. We could also bring in a couple of the external reserves since the sea is very calm. Let's queue that. So hang on. So queue. So these are torpedoes that are just kept in compartments attached to the outside of the submarine. There we go. And there. Oh no, sorry, I can't do that. That's the aft reserve, isn't it? Okay. Alright. Thank you, Haggis Torp. Thank you, Haggis. Thank you. Right. So officers of the watch, just watch out for that U-boat. Are we ready to pick up speed? I think we are. Ahead full.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Is this roleplay? This is a submarine sim, Alfred. Or not strictly speaking a submarine, a U-boat. So a type of... Oh yeah, I can report that, sorry. What's his name again? Your name is Berthold. Berthold, could you please tell the submarine command what we're doing? Tell them what we've sunk.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Austin Mann says that the Jeremy Clarkson documentary on the St. Nazaire raid was incredible. Those commandos are some of the bravest men you've ever heard of. Indeed. It's good, isn't it? Especially the bomb maker, Lieutenant Tibbets, who personally put the destroyer at the dock gates. Yeah, it was very impressive. He's referring to... Austin Mann is referring to the commando raid against the St. Nazaire dock. In the game, we are actually docked at St. Nazaire. It's a U-boat pen. That's our home, or the one that we transferred to. Oh, save. Yes, good shout. Save. So crash incoming. Maybe I should just wait. Okay. Right. Okay. So, now that we're on the surface making 13 knots. Oh, radio message received. What's this? It's U-94. 2 freighters sunk. 9,500 tons. They could be attacking the same convoy right now. They're about 20 kilometers away, so I wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, keep moving. Oh yes, shit. No, I know what I didn't do. I need to roughly estimate how far I think they're going to get. So, if we get there in about an hour, assume that they've picked up speed to about 7 knots, maybe. In 1 hour's time, they'll be able to travel about 13 kilometers. So, presume they're probably there. Probably. By the time we hit there, they'll probably be there. So we'll be able to move way faster than them. So we're cruising on the surface in a pimped out U-boat, and they've just got like a really slow-moving fat convoy full of weapons and fuel and food, all from America. So yeah, we're going to cruise along the surface, try and get in front of them, hit some more torpedoes into them, go back to Germany for sausages and hand jobs, I guess. Right. What's the difference between a U-boat and a submarine? So a submarine spends most of its time underwater, and it's designed as such. It's more stable under the water, rounded front shape, whereas a U-boat spends most of its time on the surface like a normal boat. It's like a normal shaped boat, and it only really submerges for short periods of time when it's, say, evading or attacking. So most of the time the U-boat will be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. It's only... So basically consider the U-boat to be... Consider it like a destroyer. It is a long-range, fast-moving destroyer that moves around on the surface and attacks heavy-laden ships with specialist anti-big ship weapons, torpedoes. The thing that makes it dangerous is that it just pops underwater briefly before it gets to the target. So imagine a destroyer that would be zipping around attacking shipping, but the moment it gets it's close, it just goes whoop under the water for a little bit. That's a U-boat. Like a temporarily underwater destroyer. They're a lot slower than the DD, indeed, but at the same time, not hugely so. I mean, I can make 17 knots on the surface on a calm. You know, that's not bad at all for a dedicated attack craft. Those merchants over there, 5 knots. Okay. Yep, the game is going to... It's going to crash. So yeah, I can zip around on the surface and attack things. And so that... Oh, is it crashing? Wait for it.
So that was the Battle of the Atlantic. It was a commerce-raiding tonnage war, where Germany, due to the fact that the Treaty of Versailles hit them so hard when it comes to their fleet restrictions, decided to build up a huge fleet of U-boats. So fast-moving attack craft that can go using, again, dedicated anti-big ship weapons. So the torpedo is an extremely effective weapon against, say, a battleship, if you can get close enough. What you doing, sausage? What are you doing? What's this belly about? Oh, what's that? Wow. 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 She's happy. She's happy. She's comfortable. Probably get her a little bit more food in a minute, to be honest. Yes. Right, where's this update then? Is it going to update? Zafin says, what a tart, just like my cat next to me. No. Okay. Hang on a second. Alright, Sweet Pea. What's up? Yeah. She gets very jealous, though. She's a very jealous dog. I've not successfully gotten it out of her, unfortunately. If there's another dog that wants attention from me, she does not like it at all. She gets very bossy. Yeah. The harness that Birdie, so SWAT Knight's partner Birdie, you'll probably see her in the chat fairly often. She bought Lulu a new harness with like a big handle on it, which is great. So I can grab the handle and be like, "Stop being a bitch," and sort of pull Lulu back from whatever yapping thing she's getting into. So now she's probably about to figure out that the radiator is now on behind the sofa. And the moment you figure that out, she's going to flop atop the sofa with her bum hanging on the cushions. The radiator's on, honey bunny. She'll work it out. Right. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just waiting for this. Oh, here we go. Update. Perfect. And did it crash? Oh, no, it didn't crash. Excellent, because I had Silent Hunter minimized. It did not crash on me. Hooray! Right. Let us continue. So for the people joining the stream, it's currently late January 1941. The Battle of Britain rages along with the Battle of the Atlantic. Britain stands alone, but recently, within the last few days, I believe, America has started the, is it Lend-Lease system? So in exchange for a huge amounts of material, so food, weapons, oil, that sort of stuff, Britain is handing over making some territorial concessions. But effectively, America is now providing a huge amount. They're no longer as neutral as they were. They're still being quite isolationist, but they're no longer quite as hands-off in Europe. Okay. Let's keep moving. Another radio message has been received. It's about 8 in the morning. I'm glad that the destroyers have not come to investigate. Now, we will lose the cover of night, which is a bit of a pain. Our periscope will be easier to spot on the surface. Okay. Radio message received. Who from? It's from Submarine Command. Oh, just confirming that they received our patrol report. Our patrol report states... That's the first one. Did we not get credit for the kill? It does not appear that we got credit for the ship kill. That's frustrating. We must have been too far away, or I guess we couldn't confirm it. That kill is ours. We got that one. How dare they? Okay. Right. So, let's repeat exactly what we did. Although, thinking about it, now that we've seen the formation, we know that they have at least 2 destroyers. They've probably got 4. And here's the convoy. The destroyers were here and here. I wonder if it's a better idea to get literally inside the convoy, go all out, so all fucking guns blazing, torpedoes left, right, and center, and then dive deep, expecting the counterattack. I say this because the outside destroyers might just be sweeping with their sonar. So, what should we do? What sort of torpedoes do we have? We've got electric torpedoes, which means it will reduce the chances of our detection quite considerably. Damn, it's going to take some time before that external torpedo is inside the boat. The cargo ships are probably armed. That, I'm not so sure. Early 1941? Maybe. No, I don't believe that's correct, Hibernia. The UK handed over a large number of bases, although I suppose you can consider this more like the bases for destroyers. I believe that was literally its name, as opposed to Lend-Lease. But no, the UK has made a number of territorial concessions, leases for approximately 99 or 150 years, to various different places for the United States to use as military bases. But perhaps, yes, perhaps that was more directly related to destroyers. Okay. Regardless, we need to make a decision. So, let's turn right on the rudder and head towards the convoy. But yes, so America is now helping out proper, which is hugely appreciated. Well, not for me in this playthrough, because we're the Kriegsmarine and we want Britain to be starved into submission. Also know that the, so the Luftwaffe's objectives under the direct, under the orders of Hitler, have sort of changed. They're no longer targeting military targets. They're going for a battle of annihilation. They're hitting London. They're hitting Liverpool. They're hitting Southampton. So the Blitz, so the bombing. Well, I think technically the Battle of Britain is probably lost by now, isn't it? Yeah, January 1941. But yes, effectively, for the last several months, London has been bombed to absolute kingdom come. Okay. Right. Take care, Don. Have a good one. Sleep well. You too, Zaid, if you're still there. Sleep well indeed. And thank you, Rang L22. Thank you very much, Rang. Right, so we'll be there in... Really? 1 minute? Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. Just get in their path and wait. How close do we want to get, though? Okay, get to, there and wait. Trouble is, that'll be right in the path of the destroyer. We need to do this carefully. Close, but not too close. In fact, let's go there, then. Thank you, Demi Eliminated and Guenther. Thank you very much. So we're travelling at 17 knots on the surface. Now we need to be a little bit careful. So if they are around about there... Okay, maybe we should come down and go slow, because we are about to appear on their hydrophones. Okay. Let's do that then. Riggers for silent running.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Take us down to about 3 knots and down to periscope depth.
Schleichfahrt.
Bring the crew inside.
Derzeitige Fahrt 1 Knoten.
Alright, here we go. So yes, again, for those not familiar with the Battle of the Atlantic, it took this form, effectively. You had lots of U-boats, so one would pick up the convoys, pick up their rough location. Convoys are slow-moving, big, obvious targets. So in that period of time, the U-boats would converge over the course of a few hours. They would move together into a big group, known as a wolf pack, and they would wait for the cover of night and all attack the convoy. They tried this during the First World War, but it wasn't very effective. By the Second World War, it had been perfected. And so, initially, during the 1940s and 1941, the submarines were inflicting horrendous casualties upon the merchant marine. So the merchant ships going across the Atlantic. 1,500 ships in total were sunk by the U-boats in just a period of, 3-4 years of, furious activity? 3 years, really. So, yeah, that's a staggering number. The torpedo is a very effective weapon. Well, once they've figured the depth problem and the magnetic pistol problem. Okay. When am I taking Carl to Newcastle to get pissed? When Operation Sea Lion is finished and the United Kingdom has been, invaded. Obviously. We're going to go over to London and we're going to see the sights. Yeah. All of this will be water under the bridge soon, don't you worry. All this, so it'll be over by Christmas. Over by Christmas. Right. I mean, how long can Britain realistically last? Come on. We put them to siege, we're bombing their cities. You know, how can their industry last being bombed, even though the targets are mostly civilian and therefore the factories are relatively unscathed and industrial bases are being spread out all across the UK? Who made that decision? Hitler did? Oh, okay, that's why. But Hitler's not very good at strategy. Okay. Right. What are you doing, Sweet Pea? Dog's running around being weird. Are we sinking this boat or what? I know we came down to 3 knots. Come on.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Let's go.
Seerohrtiefe.
Yeah, hear the sound of a luger.
Kontaktfrachter entfernt sich auf 3, 4,
Oh no,
6
interesting.
Entfernung.
Did they pick up speed? Merchant movement. They might have picked up enough speed that my guess on their position is wrong. I'm guessing they have. Okay, so a change of pace then.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Come about. We need to move ahead of them. So they weren't moving at 6 knots. They must have picked up speed to 10 or like 7 or 8. In fact, we can probably hang on.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,
So if they are there, they've actually travelled. No, I've got it's now off. No, I can't measure it, can I? Because I don't know how long it took me to get from there to there. Okay, regardless, just peg it ahead of them. Right. So bring the boat around again. Okay, let's go. In fact, just get back onto the
Jawohl,
surface.
Herr Kaloin. Neue Tiefe 0.
Come about, quick. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Speed up the time. So it's been a few hours since we hit them. We hit them at around 5 in the morning. Can we have some war music? Maybe hold off. I'm still on a convoy attack. I don't know if they can hear the gramophone.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Alright. Take it out of silent running.
Derzeitige Fahrt 9 Knoten.
Come to
Jawohl,
full.
Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus. 0.
Right. Okay, so yeah, bring us up full speed. Try to book ahead of them. So move to 2 kilometers away, and then yeah, we'll push, hard push, all the way here. So that's a 3-hour journey. Okay. If Hitler hadn't gotten mad and diverted bombers to attack civilian targets, the Battle of Britain would likely have been lost. He gave the RAF much-needed breathing room. Indeed, it was in response to a bombing raid that the British made against Berlin. And the British made that against Berlin because a German bomber accidentally bombed London. So it was a lot of sort of back and forth. Rubbish, says Cry Havoc. Well, don't know about that. I mean, the RAF were very much on the ropes. Yeah, we were very much on the ropes. It was a damn close thing. Damn close thing. If anything, what would have happened if we were looking... Yeah, Hitler was trying to force us to terms, really. The invasion was never going to succeed. Not with the Royal Navy. That's the key. The Kriegsmarine were never in the position to beat the Royal Navy. That's not because the Royal Navy... That's not because the Royal Navy are anything special. It's more that's where all the money's going. In Great Britain, it's going into the Royal Navy, not the RAF. So we had a very large number of ships. And an invasion, yeah, if you don't have control of the oceans, you don't have an invasion. So the more likely situation would have been political, come to terms. Okay. So let's pick up speed and speed up the time. I'm very worried that a destroyer is going to come over the surface. If it does, so come to investigate the sound. If it does, then I think we should just try to hit it with a torpedo and hope for the best. Okay. Indeed, Metro, and that as well. The Kriegsmarine were also not the focus. Or I would rather venture and say that the Kriegsmarine, the U-boat detachments of the Kriegsmarine were not as the focus compared to, say, battleships. Big and flashy. Things like the Bismarck and the Tirpitz. What is the dog doing? What is this? What is this animal up to right now? What are you doing, Sweet Pea? Hmm? She's being weird. You alright, honey? Yes. Just gonna turn my back and ignore her for a second, see what she does. She's rubbing her back. She's also farted, it's horrendous. Oof. For those not familiar, she's a 4-year-old French bulldog. Almost 5 years old now. Time flies, holy shit. And thank you, all of you, because I worked in London and it was really, really quite nasty, you know, just the commute back and forth. But I was able to start working from home and I picked up a puppy and she's a huge life upgrade. Yes. Unless, of course, she's farting, you know. In which case, ugh. Right. Okay, so we're 5 kilometers away from here. Then we'll start turning towards the convoy and try and grab them. Let's keep moving. So how are we doing? So 10 minutes on the surface. Again, let's come down, reduce our speed.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
So how?
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
So yeah, a fast-moving U-boat on the surface. Lovely weather. Yeah, we're going to be detectable on the hydrophones. So come down. Keep moving. I should give it a save as well. Right, let's go underwater. Bear with me. Save. Intercept. So an alert convoy are going to be harder to attack than one that's, you know, just cruising slowly at 5 knots. Okay, so come down to periscope
Jawohl, Herr
depth.
Kaloin.
Put us into silent running.
Seerohrtiefe.
And
Schleichfahrt.
take us ahead 3 knots.
Tauchstationen!
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 2.
4 kilometers from their previous course. Here we go.
Vorne unten 15.
So the U-boat gets underwater, and then we start listening with the hydrophones. So Walter, tell me what you hear, Walter.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0.
How are we doing, Walter? What's the function of the steel cables going from bow to stern? That is a good question. I'm not entirely sure. I saw them initially and suspected that they might be for, as in cables. Cable, like to tie the sailor onto the. Hang on, which ones? I looked at them and I assumed they would be something to to strap onto if you were moving around in rough seas up and down the boat, in case you get thrown overboard. But now that I see them, I'm not sure. These cables. Because yeah, if crew members are moving up and down, that's too high, isn't it? I'm not sure. The antenna? For real? Ah, okay. Ah, you learn something new every day. Right, pick up speed to about 3 knots.
Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
So keep moving. 30 minutes underwater. So Walter is listening with the hydrophones, which have a blind spot to the front and to the rear, but we should be able to detect them, unless, of course, they've changed course drastically. Where are they? Okay. So it's now almost 1 in the afternoon. Let's kill the engine. I rather hope they have... Surely they wouldn't be able to outrun us. Not a 17-knot moving submarine on the surface. Let's just wait here. Also come down to 25
Jawohl, Herr
knots.
Kaloin.
Just sink gradually if we can.
Neue Tiefe 2, 4 Meter.
Just let Walter listen. Thank you, Ducky. Thank you very much, Ducky. They may well have changed course. If they have, I could be off by many tens of kilometers. Let's wait here for an hour, see what happens. This is 1 in the afternoon. Ah, there we go, we found them. Long range, so it looks like they have indeed changed their course, or my initial bearing estimates were not accurate. So we've got a hit on the hydrophones, the new hydrophones, at approximately 26 kilometers. That's pretty good. That's some good upgrade. So,
Kontakt,
26
Frachter.
kilometers. It's
Kommt
the
näher
warship.
auf 7, 8. Große Entfernung.
So-
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff. Kommt näher auf 8, 3. Große
Let's start
Entfernung.
moving. 27 kilometers. Start picking up
Jawohl,
speed.
Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 4 Knoten. Derzeitige Fahrt 3 Knoten.
Trouble is, so 4 knots will be there in 4 hours. So we need to get within approximately, say, 5 to 6 kilometers. Actually, no, we're going to have to get within 5 kilometers.
Frachter. Kommt näher auf 8, 1. Große Entfernung.
So assume this is probably their course? Tricky. Maybe we should just continue doing what we were doing. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. We're getting within range of the RAF. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Bring-
Derzeitige Fahrt 5 Knoten.
Yeah, try and zoom ahead of them one more time. One final time. Then we'll start... Yeah, the water's... Actually, no, we're still in the Atlantic. We'll be fine. TW Motor says it's called a jumping wire. It was originally fitted to submarines during the First World War as a way to deal with anti-submarine nets. The steel nets would be suspended from buoys and to block a narrow strait or channel. Oh yes, of course, a submarine net. Wire cutters and the jumping cable was strung from the bow to the top to carry the cut net. Oh, I see. I see, yeah. So those are the wire cutters on the front, folks. So slice what you can and send the rest over the top of the submarine. Interesting. Okay, move the boat. Let's go. And surface the boat quickly. Take us out of silent running and just fucking haul ass as quick as we can. Full speed. I'm worried that's probably been caught on the... hydrophone. Let's go, let's go, let's go. As quick as you can. Oh, hello. Ah, stand by. That's the convoy itself. Oh, unlucky me. Unlucky me. It seems that they have changed their entire course and they would have actually turned in my direction. Had I stayed still, they would have turned towards me. Okay, so what convoy... It doesn't seem to match a known course. Regardless, it does seem that they have changed their course. Okay, so they are now moving northeast. So they're going this way now. That means that an intercept, 50 minutes... Okay. Right. So how close do we need to get? There. Piss. It's tricky. Okay. Haul ass that way quickly. So turn the boat. Give it a save now. Trying to intercept this convoy's tricky. Okay. Right, off we go. So stay on the surface. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep moving. How close can we get to the buggers? Right, bring the boat underwater. Take us down to 25 meters. As quick as you can to sink the boat quick.
4 Meter.
So I think that one was done by B. Joseph. Hi there, Shawshank. Welcome indeed. And thank you, Ericna, for subbing. Thank you. And Ducky before that, and Dayloff before that. Thank you. Dayoff even. Right. Down we go. Right, put us into silent running.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Schleichfahrt.
3 knots ahead. 1, 2, 3.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten. Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
As cool as electric torpedoes are, that 5-kilometer engagement range is a bit of a problem. Okay. Can we hear this convoy? Let's go. So we're down to 25 meters. Let's kill the engine. Oh, hello. Set speed to 0. So we're nice and deep. Let Walter listen. I'm the same age as you, Menace. What was my best SNES game? Probably either Killer Instinct or... no, I'd probably say Killer Instinct. I really enjoyed that. I took great satisfaction in beating the crap out of all of my brothers at Killer Instinct. Okay. How many brothers did I have? 4. Stand by. Stand by. Contact warship where? Ah, damn it. That's still quite far.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
Tricky to intercept. So what is that? Is that a single ship? West-northwest? What's that about? Pick up speed. Up to ahead standard. Just watch the batteries. Merchant wear. Okay, there they are. Okay, we might be alright then. So stand by if that is their course. Assume that's probably their course. Alright, so we just got to creep roughly here. Here's what I fear though. I fear that getting in range with the electric torpedoes, so 5 kilometers, will mean that we'll be within random sonar pinging range for a destroyer. And if they do randomly ping us, the jig is up. Okay. Let's do our best. So creep in as silently as we can. Here we go. This is definitely our convoy. And it looks like we are definitely in their path. Send up the periscope. Stand by. Bring us up to periscope depth. We're a bit too deep. Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much, Alan.
Kontakt, Frachter, kommt näher auf 276, große Entfernung. Kontakt, Frachter, kommt näher auf 282, große Entfernung.
Stand by. So we can hear them. Where are they going? I might actually be in the middle of the damn convoy. Or will be soon. Keep moving, keep moving. Every new contact we pick up is slowing down the time compression. Come on, we need to surface this. Oh no, sorry, we have surfaced the periscope. They're just not yet within visual range. Thank you, Naughty Ostrich. Hi there, Ostrich. Thoughts on Sean Connery's Scottish accent as a Russian sub-captain in Hunt for Red October? Don't think I've ever thought about it, really. I think it would be weird to have Sean Connery as not a Scottish accent, as in it would be strange. Right. Don't mind us, we're just a wild periscope just going about its business on the open sea. Wow, it is calm, bloody hell. We could easily man the deck gun. So early in the war, submarines were very difficult to counter, but as it went on, advances in technology eventually allowed for a type of radar, a miniaturized radar that even could be mounted onto planes, which was able to detect even a periscope. In calm conditions, of course. Just the slightest return, especially conning towers from a submarine that was on the surface, but even a periscope. Which meant that planes could circle and investigate, and if they see something that looks like a submarine, open fire. Right, so we're creeping steadily towards that convoy. The cheeky buggers are indeed changing their course. Oh no, they're just zigging and zagging, aren't they? Okay, so it's the next evening, so we're about to have the cover of night again. We still haven't made visual contacts. Come on, up speed, we're going to lose them. We see the warship on the edge. Oh, piss. Damn it. There they are. There's our convoy. Look at that, everybody. That is a biggie, isn't it? Look at them. Yeah. There's our convoy. Fat with cargo and vulnerable. Oh, hang on. We are already within 5 kilometers? I guess the visual... Yeah, I guess it was limited. Only 5 kilometers visibility on the surface. Surprising. Okay, so we should just engage. Trouble is, are they zigging and zagging? Because if they are, then, Right, do we have a warship closing on us? What's that there? There you are, that's what I fear. A Flower-class destroyer. No, it's not even a destroyer, it's an anti-submarine, it's a dedicated anti-submarine ship. It might not actually have an ASDIC, a sonar. Okay. Right, let's have a look then. So 6 kilometers. Who's closest? You're 5 kilometers. These are a lot of tankers, lots of oil. Okay, 4 kilometers. Frigate? No, too small to be a frigate. Okay. Yeah, large tanker. Whoa! You're a 10,000 tonner! Oh, you beauty! What a prize, everybody! Passenger cargo ship. A large tanker, passenger cargo. Where are you? Where's that large tanker? I want the large tanker. Passenger cargo. Large tanker, 6 kilometers away. Where exactly are you in this formation? Medium tanker, passenger cargo, passenger. Oh, bugger, he's all the way over there. It's a shame that they changed course. Okay. Need to watch out for him. He's going to be a huge problem. Okay. So here's my dilemma. If I've got mostly gas-powered torpedoes, I've got only gas-powered torpedoes. So these are slow movers with a 5 kilometer range. If they're zigging and zagging because they've already been attacked by U-boats, then they're going to miss. I'm just going to have to fire, get as close as I can, fire a wide enough spread. Sorry, what did I say? Did I say gas torpedoes? I meant electric. I'm so sorry. I've got electric torpedoes, the newer ones. If I had gas ones, I could shoot them at high speed. Easy. Good luck dodging that. But these ones are going to crawl through the ocean. And I do believe they are... Oh, no, hang on. Maybe they're all going in a straight line. Oh, okay. I think they've chilled out. I might get away with it. Might get away with it. Okay, I would really like that large tanker, though, because that is... a large merchant is also a worthy prize. 7,000 tonner? Where is that large tanker? I think he's hiding back there now, isn't he? Medium tanker. Passenger cargo. There's a ship that's obscuring him. Okay, so we should fire all forward-facing tubes on this. We should just go completely, you know, balls to the wall, all in. So the large merchant will be one target. Stand by. Large merchant. Stand by. Large merchant draft. 8.9 draft. So that's depth beneath the waterline. And the tanker, which I'm going to aim for first, is where? He's being blocked by a different ship. Yeah, we'll save. Okay, right. I've got to do this fairly quick because that destroyer's creeping in on me. That submarine hunter's on it. Look, he's going to cross my path soon. Right, come on, we're just going to creep as close as I can. Right. So large merchant's one target. Where's that tanker? Is that him? Empire type medium tanker. Coastal freighter. Small tanker. Is that him there? Large tanker, there you are. Okay. So almost within range. We're closing steady. Overlay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's keep moving. Turn that way slightly.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 3 Knoten. Derzeitige Fahrt 4 Knoten.
Close enough to shoot that large tanker. Keep losing him, don't I? He's in that formation somewhere. There he is. The big stack. The big stack. Sorry, I need to find his draft. Get out of my way. Tanker. Alright. Large tanker. His draft is 11 to 12 meters draft. Okay. So we're within range, in fact. So let's start. Let's begin. So, weapons officer, give me a solution on that tanker. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Stand by. And you would be 4 minutes versus... Are you both 4 minutes? Surely not. Okay, guess so. Alright, so let's get going then. So, large tanker. Weapons officer, give me torpedo tubes 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Tanker, give me 12 meters deep. So, travel around 12, say 13 meters. Slow-moving magnetic torpedoes with a reduced spread angle to around about there, please. Oh, I've got 3 torpedoes there. That's an accident. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Give me 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Just give me 1 and 2. There is no 1 and 2? Fine. 2 and 3. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Right, so magnetic slow movers. 10, 11, 12. Just over 12. Okay. Spread angle's good. Right. Here we go. Open torpedo tubes 2 and 3. Give me a lock on it. Make sure your calculations are good. Lock. Okay. Fire now. Torpedoes away. Right. Quickly change over. Large tanker. Sorry, large merchant. Give me torpedo tubes. Shit. Quickly. Yeah, the other 2. Give me slow-moving magnetic to a draft of about 9 meters. Just over. Just give me 10 meters. Salvo spread. Give it tighter. Open torpedo tubes. 4 minutes still impact on that one. Okay, quickly. And verify lock. Lock confirmed. Fire. Alright. Torpedoes in the water. 4 minutes until impact with the convoy. Keep the periscope up for a minute. So these being electric won't generate the obvious trail. So we might actually be able to get away with following on for a bit longer. So yes, if you're not familiar with submarine or U-boat warfare at the time, this is all they did. They would fire a torpedo in the path of their target. So long as it maintains that path and that same speed, it will just drive over it. Okay. No, I think it's okay, Sunbird. Oh, yeah, I stand corrected. Maybe it won't be okay. You're correct. Just over 5 kilometers. I misjudged the range. Okay. So here's my next... I've got an idea. So take a hard right on the rudder, come down speed. If he stays in the same path, we might be able to get... Is he moving at the same... He is. We might be able to sink that submarine hunter and then get a few deck gun shots on any of the smaller ones and then disappear under the waves before the escorts can respond. So give me the aft tube. We better hurry. We've got a few moments until those impact and then he's going to start hunting, I imagine. Quickly. Give me the aft tube. Shit, we better hurry with this. I'm worried that he's going to change his course. Actually, maybe I should hold off because it's never going to hit before he changes his course. Magnetic, what's the draft on that? 5.4 meters. Put it 6 meters. Aft torpedo. Come on, bring it round, bring it round. What would be the time if I did fire this? Keep bringing it round. Speed up the time. Torpedoes are closing. Ah, no, we'll never bring it round in time. Shit. No, hold off on this plan. It's not going to work. No. Oh, no, I got a gas one, don't I? Don't I have a gas one in the tail? I do, so this is a fast mover. Oh, torpedo impact.
Torpedo Treffer.
Two torpedo impacts on the large merchant. Yes. Okay. I'm guessing we missed on the big tanker though. Right, so what's he doing? Is he now moving? He is now changing his course to come towards us. Right. So, let's pull my old trick. Let's get up to my old tricks again. Give it a quick save. Kill 4. Stand by. Right, my old trick is to take us off silent running intentionally, make a shit ton of noise, up speed, underwater intentionally, trick this bugger. Get him to maintain a straight line towards me. It's a bit risky. Keep turning that rudder. Hopefully if he maintains a straight course, we can torpedo him. Oh shit, sorry. Overlay. If he maintains a straight course, so he's not doing it right now. I'm trying to make lots of noise on the hydrophone so he comes straight towards me. That's it, that's it. Come on, this way. That's it, that's it. You want to come towards me, mate.
Kontakt, Frachter, Entfernung
Come on, get to
gleichbleiben.
bearing
Auf
180.
251, große Entfernung.
So 5.4. Give me fast moving magnetic. 6 meters on the draft. There we go. Hold your straight course. Hold. No, don't turn. No, you want to come towards me, mate? He hasn't heard me. Okay. He hasn't heard me. Why hasn't he heard me?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
I've made so much noise. Maybe I should come to the surface and be intentional bait. Come on. Why hasn't he heard me? He's still sweeping, you see. I want him to just charge towards me and be in a big, nice straight line for me. Keep moving. He's almost exactly on my tail now, so if I could just go whoosh and launch it towards him. Come on, there we go. There we go. His angle on the bow is still... Okay. Super risky what I'm doing. We're ready to kill him. Magnetic fast gas mover at 6 meters. Does that thing even have hydrophones? I would imagine so. That's why he's turning left and right. He's trying to hear me. No, if I take a deck gun shot at him, he'll just destroy me. Make sure that our torpedo rooms are busy reloading. Come on, come at me. No, they can't hear the sonar pings. As far as I've been able to determine, they can't actually hear them. If he gets close enough, I might just be able to fire it anyway.
Torpedo hat Ziel verfehlt, Herr Kaloin.
Yeah, we missed the other torpedoes. My bad. Come on, come at us. He's moving at 11 knots. We're moving at 8. Come on, hold your course. Okay, I'm just going to surface. It's super risky and I totally shouldn't do this. We're going to present our ass. Here we go. We're going to be bait. Present our ass to him. Reduce speed. I'm hoping he will just come at us in a straight line, miss his shots. Here we go. Come on, look at us. We're a vulnerable U-boat. Look at us. There we go. He's firing. Keep our conning tower faced away. Present a minimal-sized target.
9 Grad Steuerbord.
I'm rather hoping he'll just straight line towards us. Come on. Look at us. We're super vulnerable right now. Come on, keep turning that tail. There we go. Hold rudder amidship.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Hold rudder amidship. Angle on the bow, 25. So we're a relatively thin target, I'm hoping. Whoa, don't get hit, don't get hit. Trouble is, the sea is calm. So he's going to have a good... Shit, they're getting closer. Dive back down. Actually, yes, that's not a bad idea. Now that he sees us, I'm hoping he'll straight line towards us. Oh no. This plan might be for nothing. The front escort has reacted and it's on its way. This plan won't work. Damn. Okay. That's a shame. Unless one of the front torpedo tubes can get loaded fast enough, which not enough crew in there to load the torpedo. Nah. That's a shame. Okay. Never mind, we're just gonna have to play evasive with these little bastards. So, don't put us in silent running, keep reloading those torpedoes. Take us down, take us all the way down to 145 meters. Up speed. He's gonna depth charge us, so let's get down now. Quickly. They both are. So we're gonna have to play hide and seek with them. Right, here we go. Left side on the rudder, please. Let's start moving towards the convoy. So, they're going to attempt to depth charge us. They haven't invented the hedgehog yet, mercifully. So we're going to go down to the point as deep as we can in order to make their depth charges inefficient. Now, I shouldn't forget the fact that they do have 2 destroyers. So I was actually correct. They have 4. So there are 4 warships here, not 2. The other 2 are on the other side, aren't they? So I guess I just got unlucky at the beginning because I went for the heavily defended side of them. Oh dear. Okay. So here we go. We're down to 51 meters. Keep going lower and lower.
Derzeitige Tiefe 5-0. Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, kommt näher auf
They're closing on us. Here we go.
6-0. Kontakt, Frachter, Entfernung gleichbleibend auf 2-6-0. Große Entfernung.
Okay.
Derzeitige Tiefe 7-0.
Right, so 80 meters now. What's our current angle? Yeah, it's good. So we're gonna effectively we're reloading the torpedoes, and I'm gonna see if I can drive towards the convoy, get to periscope depth briefly, launch a few more torpedoes, and then bog off.
Derzeitige Tiefe 9-0.
Okay. So we're gonna be super aggressive with them. Hold that rudder.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0-0.
So traveling at around 140 meters under the surface, we're going to haul ass that way and see if we can get to the convoy. Try to surface among them.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-1-0.
We will have the cover of darkness soon, that's going to help.
1-2-0.
Okay. Continue doing what we're doing. 130 meters. Quite deep now, hard to see anything. We certainly won't be able to see them dropping yeah, we're going to have to just go based on our hydrophones now.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-4-0.
We're going to... Oh, so they do have ASDIC. That ping. These vessels have ASDIC, so they've got the early sonar. So they are bouncing sound into the ocean to try and listen for the ping bouncing back. It's ineffective at certain depth. Oh shit, we're a bit too deep, guys. Up, this is our crush
Neue
depth.
Tiefe
Guys,
1,4,5 Meter.
I said 140 meters. Come up a bit. This is our
Neue
crush depth.
Tiefe 1,4,1 Meter.
Up a bit, up a bit, up a bit.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,5,0.
Bit too over keen, Thank you, Iachi. Thank you very much, Iachi. So 7 knots. Still making some pretty decent speed due to this new U-boat. Okay. Walter, tell me where the nearest warship is.
Kriegsschiff kommt näher auf 257.
Bearing 257, closing. So he's there. Still some distance.
Auf 253 kommt näher.
The other one will be over there somewhere.
Kriegsschiff auf 252 kommt näher.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you very much, Tree. I believe so. Yes, it was a physical ping. It was a sound in the water. So through the metal hull of the U-boat, they could hear the ping.
Auf 251 kommt näher.
Okay.
Kriegsschiff auf 248 kommt näher.
For the people joining the stream, you're looking at U-boat 48. So U-48. It's what day is it? It's January 31st, 1941, during the Battle of the Atlantic. And we're currently just off the coast of Ireland hunting a convoy from America. We've successfully sunk a tanker and a merchant vessel from this convoy. I don't think I'm going to get the credit for the tanker, though. My crew members are reloading a torpedo? Yes, they'll be loaded torpedo tube 1 in about 17 minutes.
Kriegsschiff auf 230 kommt näher.
Yes, Toastman, we're running the Grey Wolves expansion.
Kriegsschiff auf 22 kommt näher.
Okay, where's that warship? It's very close. It's almost certainly about to begin a depth charge run. So it's going to straight line in front of what it thinks is our path, dropping depth charges, which will sink down to 141 meters to try and blow up and destroy us.
Kriegsschiff auf 224 kommt näher.
Crisis. So additional torpedoes are laid down inside the torpedo room. They are winching them onto a cradle and then pushing the whole torpedo forward into the torpedo tube and flooding it. The torpedoes are very heavy. They are, after all, ship killers, so they're huge. You're playing it, sorry, a Mac Assassinator? Enjoy, it's good fun, isn't it? So hang on, how far from the convoy are we talking? Oh, we're still quite some distance, I'm afraid. What about the nearest one? We're about 3 kilometers from the nearest one in the convoy.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung, Herr Kaloin. Wann ist das endlich vorbei? Kriegsschiff auf 208 kommt
Bearing 208 warship. Stand by, he's close. I can hear his propeller.
Kriegsschiff auf 205 kommt näher.
He's about to initiate his depth charge run. So this will roughly be the blind spot of the Aztec. So you can hear these pings. Soon the ping return will be instantaneous. And the sonar will be useless. Wait for it.
Kriegsschiff auf 198 kommt näher.
We can hear his propeller. We can hear the splashes of the depth charge in the water.
194 kommt näher.
That's okay, Walter. Here we go. Okay. Rudder left, ahead flank. Change our course. He's dropping depth charges, so now we change our course and he's going to drop them in the wrong place. Change course. He's going overhead. I can hear him. Let's go, changing our course, so he's now doing this over our head.
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges in the water. He's dropping. Change course, change course, change course. Keep going. Haul ass, haul ass. Can I see the depth charges? I'm sure I will in a minute. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep moving, keep moving. Rudder amidship, rudder amidship. Rudder amidship. Depth charges are sinking in the water towards us. There we go. That sounded quite shallow. I think he got the depth wrong. Oh no, no, not too wrong though. So he probably dropped those to around 120 meters. Okay, rudder right. Very good. We're okay. Down engine to ahead full. More depth charges in the water. He might have a tighter turning circle than the destroyer, so we best be careful. He might be able to drop depth charges faster than we would expect. He is a much smaller vessel. At the same time, it might also mean he has fewer depth charges. Thank you, Vogel. Thank you very much, Vogel. We're now at 141 meters. Our crush depth is 150. If we do get hit, mind, we'll have very limited time to get the flooding under control before we sink to crush depth. More depth charges in the water. Keep moving. Rudder amidship. So is this the same vessel? Walter? 339. Stand by. 339, are you sure? That memeans both warships are currently circling me. Rudder right slightly, just in case. We could be driving straight into the first one. Yeah, I think we are. Just in front of us, look. Bearing 0. Depth charging. Preemptively move some of the crew to the damage repair. Oh, hang on, no. Most of them are busy in the torpedo room. Send our stern torpedo crew members. Rudder amidship. Let's go, boys. Just in case we do get hit, they'll start working on the flooding. Indeed, someone is listening, Goldfish. They have hydrophones and so do we, and yes, you can hear people talking. So no banging, no whistling. Just keep very quiet. So looks like this one is coming about. It might be coming for a depth charge run. What's it doing? No, whispering's fine. Phoenix, you don't need to go completely silent. Just don't be screaming or whatever. Or banging hammers. Yeah, he is indeed doing a depth charge run. I think he's coming this way. Right, rudder hard right.
Ruder 3, 4 Grad Steuerbord.
Walter, can you hear depth charges in the water? What's our range to the nearest merchant? About 3 kilometers, so we could surface once. Yep, depth charges in the water. Let's keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So I'm assuming he just strafed over us like this. Ahead flank, rudder amidship.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Thank you, Retty Hick. Thank you, sir. It's now 7 minutes past 6 in the evening, so we'll have night cover soon. There we go.
Ruder
Rudder
1,
left.
7 Grad Backbord. Volle Fahrt
Full speed
voraus.
going. Whoa. Our battery is steadily getting drained.
Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich auf
We're okay.
2 große Entfernung.
Yes, Blaze, I'm still running loud because the guys in the front are still loading torpedoes. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, the hull is creaking. That's terrifying. As the weight of water above us is trying to crush us like a tin can.
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges in the water. Not sure where. Change our course anyway. Hard left on the rudder.
5 Grad Backbord.
Thank you, full hold. Thank you very much. In fact, reduce
Kleine
speed as
Fahrt
well.
voraus.
Thank you, Hammer. Thank you very much, Hammer. That was the time to
Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich.
be turning into the depth.
Große Entfernung.
We might be turning into the depth charges. Rudder image.
Ruder 1 Grad Backbord.
Take us up ahead standard.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Thank you, Glorious.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Shit. Wolfie, I went and had a nap after work, so after editing, because I'm old, so I've got some energy. Okay, right. So where's that convoy? Still in front of us. They're trying to get away as best they can, but we're probably moving as fast as they are underwater. So we're still about 3 kilometers from the closest one. Alright. So a quick view on the surface. There they are, see? Yes. Ah, hang on, stand by. One may be a true destroyer. No, that's way too small to be destroyers. No, these aren't destroyers. Look at them. They're babies. Okay. There's our convoy. Here are the depth charges. It's doing a run. Give me a hard right in that rudder.
Ruder 3 5 Grad Steuerbord.
Is the mod harder to play than the vanilla game? No, I'd say easier. Due to the convoy thing, whereas the base game is a bit static in that regard. There we go. Depth charges in the water. Barrels that are sinking rapidly into the murk. They want to get us.
Wasserbomben.
They know we're down here. Keep turning, keep turning.
Volle Fahrt
Head full.
voraus.
How many depth charges could they have? Not sure. The cargo ship I hit is falling behind. Is it really? Oh yes, so it is. It looks like it's taking on a lot of water. Excellent. It may well sink on its own without interference.
Ruder
Oh,
1
look at
Grad
that.
Steuerbord.
Yeah, looking good. Did we hit it twice? Hard to tell. Very good. Alright. Okay, rudder left, rudder left.
Ruder 1 1 Grad Backbord.
Thank you, Replex. Thank you very much, sir. How are we doing on those torpedoes, weapons officer? I can actually ask him. Where is he? Whoop. How are we doing on those torpedoes? So the first torpedo in tube 1 is still... Wait, not enough crew? Did I assign them away? Come on, guys. Get a move on. Not enough crew? What's going on here? Torpedo waiting for loading? Maybe they need an officer. Weapons officer, you go and help them. Okay. Now I can't tell if they're loading. Fuck, hang on. Conrad, the watch officer. You go help them. Send some actual petty officers down there, not just regulars. Actual experienced crew members. Hang on. Send Carl down there as well. Weapons officer, is it working? Loading in 17 minutes. There we go. How's the battery?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Oopsie.
Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Ignore that, please. I fucked up. Maintain current course.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Große Fahrt voraus.
Okay, head standard.
0 Grad Backbord.
Yeah, still 17 minutes. I thought they were loading it. do your best. He's coming overhead. Hear that? He's lining up for a run.
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges in the water.
Ruder
Hard right on the
3-1
rudder.
Grad Steuerbord.
Ahead
Volle
full.
Fahrt voraus.
Indeed, Sovereign. If you have a look at torpedoes and how big they are, yeah, it's and well, consider how little room you've got in there to lift the thing on winches. Yeah, it takes time. Okay, the U-boat's turning right. Ahead, rudder amidship.
2 Grad Steuerbord. Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Ahead flank.
Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus.
Push those engines. When did they start to become an effective anti-sub weapon, Bratzwurst? They never do. Depth charges
Große Fahrt voraus.
were not an efficient way of getting a submarine,
Wasserbomben.
since every time they detonate, they confuse the sonar, so you can't see the sub. All it takes for the sonar to avoid the submarine to avoid them is to just change depth or change angle, change direction. You need something smaller. You need something smaller, something that will only explode when it hits the submarine, something you can scatter ahead of your own boat, so the submarine is still within your sonar range, so it's not in your blind spot. You need a mortar that you can keep pelting the surface of the water with tiny little bombs, only about 15 to 25 kilograms of explosive each, compared to the massive barrels that are the depth charges. And therefore, they invented the Hedgehog, which will come into service in a few months' time. Basically, named for the spines, so the row of spines, a Spigot mortar, effectively. Left turn.
Ruder 1-3 Grad Backbord.
Wasserbomben.
They would just get to the edge of the blind spot where they could still see the submarine and just start pelting the water with 10 of them at a time. And since they only detonate when they hit the submarine, you can just leave the submarine in your sonar, in your ASDIC range, the whole time. Hell, if 2 destroyers work together, then the submarine can never escape you, because one of you can always see him.
Kontakt. Frachter. Entfernung gleichbleibend. Auf 3-1-5. Große Entfernung.
So you could just shadow the damn. It takes 3 minutes to reload a Hedgehog, and you've got hundreds of rounds of ammunition. It's only 25 kilograms of explosive. It's nothing. And all it takes is one direct contact with the submarine's hull. Yeah, 20. Okay, that's the ocean. There's no armor on this thing. So, bonk. That's it. Submarine's dead.
Ruder 0 Grad Steuerbord.
Whereas a big barrel like that may sound terrifying, but the explosive force is cushioned by the ocean. The same pressure that's trying to get into this sub is containing those explosions. The weight of the water protecting us. Okay, how close are we, guys? Come on, let's work our way there. Let's give it a save as well. Been doing this for a while. Okay. Creep as close as we can, and then when we have a torpedo ready, we're going to surface. Indeed, Kelbymon. So the depth charges are trying to sink our submarine using concussive force, as opposed to direct hits. But it means that they do have to get relatively close to the submarine. I mean, these big explosions are not really doing much to us. The water's cushioning all of it.
Wasserbomben.
Not really, Crisis. No, depth charges were hideously inefficient. There was one submarine that survived 600 depth charges. 600 for a single submarine. What type of weapon do you know that would require 600 shells or something? And these are not small shells. These are depth charges. 600. There's got to be a better way. And so that's what the UK were working on at the time. A better way. What's the effective range of the depth charge? Well, you just set the timer on it. I don't know what the maximum clock on the timer would be. Just set the timer, drop it in the water, and off it goes. Doesn't necessarily have a range. All you got to do is just get it I suppose the range of the depth charge is the maximum depth of the submarine. Okay. Indeed, worse score. It's not only that the depth charges that missed were ineffective, the depth charges that missed would still confuse the fuck out of the ASDIC. So every run, you could potentially, well, fuck, we lost the submarine again. Alright, so let's just maintain my heading, pick up speed a little bit. How are we doing on the battery? We're pushing it a bit hard. Okay, it's gradually draining. They're coming overhead. Okay, hard right in that rudder.
Ruder 3, 5 Grad Steuerbord.
They're running overhead. There we go. Yeah, that one is falling behind big time. Doesn't feel like we're getting closer to the merchant convoy. Have they turned away? Thank you, Hepastus. Thank you very much. They're trying to spot a periscope. There goes the depth charge.
Wasserbomben.
We'll be alright. Indeed, flak was also very effective, Mocha. Which is why, well, we now have missiles. Why fire tens of thousands of shots when you can fire one? Was that a star shell? I think one of them just shot a star shell.
Ruder 2 Grad Backbord. Ruder 1 Grad Backbord.
Okay. Could I try nailing their depth charge storage with the deck gun? I guess so, but bear in mind they also have deck guns. And, crucially, armor.
Große Entfernung.
Those ships can armor up. We can't. Whoa. Hull's groaning. Okay, left turn. Yeah, it does feel like that convoy's getting away at the minute. Okay, the closest one is still... Yeah, so they are definitely getting away on us. Problematic. How are we doing on that torpedo? We could come to the surface, see if we can use our gas-powered aft torpedo to sink one of them. Maybe try and damage one with the deck gun, the smallest one? They are quite small. That's... Which one's bigger? That one's very small, isn't it? Are they the same type? Wait, is it really called Boob for real? Okay. No, they are different types. That one looks a little bit bigger. It's got 2 stacks. Oh wait, they both have 2 stacks. Maybe they are the same type. Maybe I'm just blind. Okay. Oh look, false bow. How cool is that? Okay. Oops, I'm doing a bad job with my rudder control. I think I just did a circle, didn't I? Ooh. There he goes. He's doing a run. Hard left on that rudder.
Ruder 3, 5 Grad Backbord.
Yeah, we could try sinking one. It's just if I can close in with the deck gun, I can get a few more of the enemy convoy. How's the battery? About 80%. Okay, maintain current rudder heading.
Ruder 1
Full speed
Grad
ahead.
Steuerbord. Volle Fahrt voraus.
There we go. So, torpedo loaded in 6 minutes. Gas torpedo in the aft ready. Okay. Yeah, they weren't pinging me then, yeah. I presume they're not pinging because they know they can hear me. We're trying to hoof it. I can't go into silent running because we're still reloading a torpedo. Okay. Did I still have? Hang on. Did I still have the information on that? Flower class. So draft 5.4. It's a baby. Look at it. It's a tiny thing. 5.4. Alright.
Wasserbomben.
Depth charges in the water. Oh yeah.
Ruder 2,
Oh,
4
right,
Grad
actually.
Backbord. Ruder 3, 0 Grad Steuerbord. Ruder 3, 2
Those could be
Grad
quite close.
Steuerbord.
Head flank.
Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus.
Quickly, 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 quickly. Head flank. Those ones are coming down right here on us. Quickly. Oh dear. I really hope those are shallow.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Sound shallow. They're corvettes, says Rethus. Yeah. This convoy definitely has 2 full destroyers, though. They must be on the other side. I want that kill. I want to claim that kill. Good luck, KP Gamer. Good luck in your war. Right.
Ruder 5 Grad
Speed
Backbord.
up the time. Keep moving. Here he comes on his run. There he goes. Hard right in the rudder. Midship. Hard left on the rudder. Gotta be careful, I'm pushing the batteries quite a lot here, aren't I? Yeah. Rudder and midship. Come on, creep up on this convoy. Tube 1 is ready, good. What type of torpedo? It's a gas torpedo. We could take both of them on with torpedoes. Okay, let's risk it for a biscuit. So let's give it a save. This isn't wise what I'm about to do. So we're going to come up to periscope depth.
Seerohrtiefe.
Raise periscope. I'm going to try and get one. So right now they're circling us, right? And they still think we're super deep. The sonar that they've got can't tell how deep we are. So I'm hoping that their depth charges will keep cocking up and go too deep. And while one of them comes in for a run on us, we'll fire a rear torpedo at it and sink it. Now, I shouldn't think that I'll be able to attack the convoy with impunity, because the other 2 destroyers on the other side were going to come over and attack me, obviously. But if we can sink these buggers, we can at least finish off the one that's wounded with our deck gun. I don't think our deck gun is big enough to challenge these 2 into open combat, though. Maybe one of them? What the hell's going on? I can move into a different... Why am I zoomed in on this dude? There we go. I see, it's because we're moving up, that's why. What's my success ratio with this move? Well, I'm not dead yet. Thank you, Heart Attack. Thank you very much. Keep going. Ah, they're pinging us. They're trying to figure out where we are. Okay, we're on 50 meters now, so we've gone up from 140 to 50 meters. Raise that periscope. Make sure that, standby, the first torpedo, in fact both torpedoes have a 6 meter on the, so fast moving 6 meter magnetic. Fast moving 6 meter magnetic.
Seerohrtiefe.
Periscope depth. Okay, there we go. Ah, he's coming in earlier than I wanted. Come down a bit deeper.
Neue Tiefe 2,5 Meter.
Come down deeper. He's coming in earlier than I wanted. I was going to torpedo him, but he's way too close for us. Quickly, 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 quickly. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Disaster incoming, maybe.
Neue Tiefe 4, 3 Meter.
He's getting ready for his run. Hard right, hard
3,
right.
4 Grad Steuerbord. Derzeitige Tiefe 2, 0.
Der Feind hat uns in der
Here he
Ortung
comes.
Herkaloin. Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. There's his bow.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3,
Ahead
0.
flank, push those engines.
Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus.
Turn away. His depth. At least he doesn't have the side launching depth charges.
Wasserbomben.
There we go. He's dropping, he's dropping, he's dropping. Depth charges in the water. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Zero
Back up
Tiefe.
to periscope
Derzeitige
depth.
Tiefe
Raise the boat.
4, 0.
Rudder amidship.
1 Grad Backbord.
We should be okay. Whoa. We're okay. We're A-okay. No problems. Right. Up periscope. So all torpedoes should be ready. I'm hoping their arming distance won't be an issue. Give it a quick save again. So it's a bit of a risky move here. They are super on me right now, aren't they? Oh, they are really on me. Damn, lower the periscope. Don't get it spotted in a searchlight.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung
Kill the
Herkaloin.
engine.
Wann ist das endlich vorbei?
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
In fact, reverse,
Alle
reverse.
Maschinen stopp.
Rudder.
Volle Fahrt zurück.
Yeah, try and trick this
Ruder
fucker.
1 Grad
Or
Steuerbord.
either or, actually. The other one might be preferable. Go for the one on the tail. Be quick, though. Be very quick. Bearing 180. Here we go. Rear torpedo. It's definitely fast, yes? Weapons officer, it is. Raise, raise, raise. Here we go. They're going to shoot at our searchlight. Here we go. Periscope lock confirmed. Confirmed. Quickly fire it. Open tube. What's your calculations? And fire. Torpedo away.
Aal ist im Wasser.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Please be a hit. She's turning. Ooh. No, I think she's going to turn away. Oh, turn into it. No, bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger.
Neue Tiefe 4, 7
Bugger,
Meter.
bugger, 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 bugger. Right. Okay, down we go. She's coming in again. Ah. Right, come and take us down, take us down. She's coming
Neue
in.
Tiefe 4,
Head full.
9
Ignore the
Meter.
reverse.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Gonna punish us for this one, I
Volle
think.
Fahrt voraus.
In fact, I think we should... Emergency order. Crash dive. Crash dive. Someone scream. Ouch! Crash dive.
Neue Tiefe 4, 4 Meter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Flood the ballast, flood the ballast. Hard right on the rudder. Ahead
Ruder
flank.
3, 4 Grad
Here
Steuerbord.
they come. I got cocky. There we go, there we go, there we go. Thank you, Lazy Sven. Thank you very much, Lazy Sven.
2-0.
Oh, I think we made it.
Zero Tiefe.
Okay, head full.
Große
Rudder
Fahrt
amidship.
voraus. Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Why are they whispering inside the sub? At this point in the war, they're listening using
Derzeitige
hydrophones.
Tiefe 3-0.
For engines, for voices, for banging. Ooh. Star shell.
Derzeitige Tiefe 4-0.
Frachter. Entfernung gleichbleibend auf 2, 6, 5. Große Entfernung. Kontakt. Schiff. Entfernung gleichbleibend auf 3.
These ones have a much tighter turning circle than a regular destroyer. Sorry, Bob. Sorry, dude. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Cut the engine. Don't run into him.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Ooh, he might drop a charge on us. Watch your nose. Watch the bow. Watch the bow. 2 depth charges in the water. Okay.
Ruder 3, 3 Grad Backbord.
Still got a chance to get the other one. Tube 1. In fact, that's the same one as before, isn't it? Quickly check. Fast moving magnetic.
Der Feind hat uns in der Ortung Herkaloin.
What's the range on him? We can still get him, we can still get him, we can still get him. Open the tube. Open the tube. Periscope depth, take us up.
Zero Tiefe.
Where is he, where is he, where is he? Come on, we've got to lift that bow. He's in front of us, or will be. Come on, come on, lift that ship. Lift it, lift it, lift it.
Seerohrtiefe.
Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. We've got to fire now if we're going to fire. Fuck. Now he's going to come in on us. Bollocks. Rudder amidship.
Ruder 1, Grad Steuerbord.
Hard reverse.
Volle Fahrt zurück.
Ah, damn it. This could be a huge problem, actually. Holy shit. Damn, these ones are actually quite dangerous. Their turning circle is very good, isn't it? Right. Come down.
Neue
Head
Tiefe
full.
4,0 Meter. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Yeah, I think we've lost this convoy.
Neue Tiefe 5,
But I
5
do want to get the
Meter.
one that I wounded. Down, 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 down. Drop sub down. Head flank.
Wahnsinnige Fahrt voraus.
Rudder right, rudder right, rudder right. Let's go,
Ruder
let's go.
2, 2, Grad
Lower the boat, lower the boat.
Steuerbord.
Oh my god, we're in trouble now.
Neue Tiefe 5, 6
Oh my God.
Meter. Derzeitige Tiefe 2, 0.
Push us away. Indeed. These ones are tricky. Right, I guess we're going to have to forget the convoy. Focus on the wounded one. He's not moving far anyway. Let's just try to evade them, shall we? So, take us down to silent running. Drop us all the way down where their ASDIC will be not very effective. Take us down to about, say, 1 knot.
Derzeitige Fahrt 1, Knoten.
They're out of charges? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So if you're just joining the stream, we're playing as U-48. I looked into it. Apparently it's the most successful U-boat of the Second World War. I guess that's why they picked the name. Just in terms of gross tonnage. She sunk the most tonnage, and she was never destroyed. Her crew scuttled her off the coast of Kiel, I believe, or at least somewhere near Germany. Rather than risk her being captured at the end of the war. Okay, keep sinking this boat. Speed up a bit,
Neue
actually.
Tiefe
Head
9,
full.
3 Meter. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Let's go.
Neue Tiefe 1, 5,
2.
0 Meter.
They really want us, don't they? Take us down to just above 150 meters.
Neue Tiefe 1, 4, 7 Meter.
Yep, 147.
Derzeitige Tiefe 6, 0.
Okay. Oh, really? U-48 didn't serve
Derzeitige
after
Tiefe 7, 0.
1941. I suppose that's true, yes. She was in for repairs, wasn't she? So it served during the happy times. But still, I mean, you know, credit where it's due. Highest tonnage, that was the objective of the commerce raiding of the Battle of the Atlantic, so...
Derzeitige Tiefe 8, 0.
Okay. So we're just going to drop all the way down. We're going to start moving away from the convoy now.
Derzeitige Tiefe 9, 0.
2 big ships, though. That's not bad at all. Current depth 100 meters.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1, 0.
Rudder amidship.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord. Derzeitige Tiefe 1, 1, 0.
Oh, really? Of all time, Arthur? Wow. Hi there, Messi. Yes, indeed.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1, 2, 0.
So I went to bed. I took a nap.
Tiefe 1, 3, 0.
So I had a couple of hours, had some sleep. Yeah, I felt good afterwards. Whoa. Yeah, nap was good. I've had a tough week. So I'm going to level with you folks. The latest YouTube editing is not going very well.
1, 4, 0.
Editing is fine, but I'm having trouble editing this, ending this video essay. I'm struggling with... I'm in a bit of a writer's rut. I can't seem to summarize my thoughts properly in a way that I'm satisfied with. So I'm going to just try to think on the problem for a bit. Okay, rudder right.
Ruder 1, 6 Grad Steuerbord.
Thank you, Placebo. Thank you very much. No, we're fine. 147 meters. We're just on the edge of our crush depth, so if we do get hit and we take on flooding, we could be in trouble. Rockin', do I need the Daisy clone chart? Oh dear. Okay. So let's reduce speed then, if we are in silent running now.
Derzeitige
down.
Fahrt 1 Knoten.
So, their hydrophone operator just went, oh shit, I can't hear them anymore. Because our engine is barely making a whisper. Or soon it will be, we're just reducing our speed now. And we will be deep enough
Ruder
that I'm
1
hoping
Grad
their
Backbord.
ASDIC will have trouble distinguishing us from the background water layer. As in the background deep water. So what I'm going to try and do is keep the U-boat's tail in the direction of one of the two boats. Might be difficult with two of them. And their
Ruder
tight
1
turning
4 Grad
circle.
Steuerbord.
But we need to see if we can minimize our profile for ASDIC and then lose them.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Each time they depth charge, they'll also stir up the water and make it hard for them. Right, let's save it. So now the goal is evasion. We've got to get away. Alright. So forward we go. Speed up time. So in fact, that sounds like the merchant we wounded. That way. We'll head in that direction. So there they are. They're on our tail. Nice and steady. They haven't circled around my front yet. What's that about? Have I lost them already? That was easy. Hold up. I've lost them already? That was way easier than I anticipated. Oh, I haven't lost them. No, they're still looking, but they're not like on my head right now. I think their ASDIC just doesn't work at that depth. Okay, well no, they're still searching. Let them search. Change course just a little bit to the right. No, actually,
Ruder
no.
7 Grad Steuerbord.
He's
Ruder
pinging.
0 Grad Backbord.
Maintain this
Ruder
position.
1 Grad Backbord.
As small as possible profile on ASDIC. Thank you, Chaladus. Thank you very much. There we go. Bugger, I should have done that way earlier. If I'd known it were that easy. I've escaped them. In the course of like 10 minutes. Okay, apologies folks. I didn't know it was that easy. The other destroyers hounded me continually. I suppose those other destroyers didn't let me get to 146 meters. I guess at that depth. Yeah, that ASDIC is bollocks. It just doesn't work at that depth. They can't fight. They've no idea where we've gone. Alright. Right, well, we've got a job to do. We've got to finish off that merchant. Okay. Let's keep moving then. How's the battery power? Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, I was in a much shallower depth before when I was evading those destroyers. Okay. Let's come up to periscope depth then, I guess. I mean, I presume that's my target. Yeah, and it's in the cover of night as well. Periscope depth we go.
Seerohrtiefe.
Take us to 2 knots.
Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
Indeed, it does have a name, doesn't it? A thermocline, says Ravishal. So basically the difference in temperature between water layers, which makes apparently ASDIC really unreliable. They're just not able to easily discern the shape of a submarine. Add the fact that depth charges confuse the shit out of ASDIC and like, oh fuck, we lost the submarine, sir. Alright, so we're resurfacing. There we go. So 130 meters. So yes, it's now the evening. So we've been doing that for about an hour in game. Yes, we will be using the deck gun on the yeah, on them. So should we take ourselves out of... No, give us a bit more time before we take us out of silent running. Come up to 5 knots though.
Derzeitige Fahrt 5 Knoten.
Not really humour. Forgive me, it might be a little frustrating if you know you watch the streams regularly, but I like to wait a bit. I like to wait for a game to be out for a time before I really jump into it. Generally speaking, jumping into a game right from the get-go, yeah, it's just kind of full of hype and stuff that can, you know, wait until it's confirmed decent. Okay. You alright, sweetie? How you doing, gorgeous? Are you being gorgeous? Oh, what are you growling for? Because you want attention, isn't it? Actually, thinking about it, folks, I might need to cut the stream short. I mean, it is very late, but she might want to go out for a poop. Because she's been sleeping a bit, so she's never going to sleep the whole night. So let me go and come to the surface, sink this merchant, and then slink off into the gloom, and then bog off and go take the dog out. For a walk, not like... Right. Cool. So yeah. Well, no, I hope everyone's okay. If you've got any weekend plans, I hope they go very well. So yeah, as mentioned, just trying to get this video done for YouTube, but it's just not going very well. I just need to ponder the problem. I've got to figure out how to write the conclusion on this video essay thing. I just hope I can get it right. You watched it, Flinty? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh, did you sub? Thank you, Darrenick. Sorry, did I miss you, Darrenick? Thank you, Poet, Lazy Sven, Dude Chemist, and Chaladus. Thank you all of you for subbing. Sorry if I missed anybody. Okay. Up we go. Right, we are now at periscope depth. Raise periscope. Does it work if I click this? There we go. Wait. Oh, there we go. Wrong button. What's going on there? Weird. Okay. So where is our wounded merchant? Is that it there? Intermediate tanker. We didn't shoot at an intermediate tanker? Who's that? A ship that's trailing the convoy that... Hold up. Is that a free kill? Who's intermediate tanker? Where's our ship? Do you reckon it's another vessel that another U-boat hit, maybe? Look. No, that's not the one that was listing. Right? Or am I wrong? My notes say large cargo ship I shot at. Okay, well, if it's a free kill, let's take it. Right. Let's, Whoops, wrong.
Derzeitige Fahrt 2-0 Knoten.
Cancel silent running. Come up to surface.
Derzeitige Fahrt 5 Knoten.
Yeah, let's move in on it. Holy shit.
Neue Tiefe 0 Meter.
Come up to full speed ahead.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
No, my notes say large cargo ship and tanker. This is an intermediate tanker. Straggler. I'm guessing another U-boat wounded it. Oh, I see. I've accidentally raised the wrong periscope. Ah, I get you. Hang on a second. So if I go back indoors... Sorry. So is this... I see. My proper periscope's up here, isn't it? Oh, wow. Holy shit. I was not aware of this room on the U7. Right, this is my attack periscope. The other one's just an observation periscope. Ah, how cool is this? This is the conning tower, isn't it? Yeah, gotcha. Down that one then. Okay. Hi there, Jerby. Indeed, it's about 20 minutes to 2 in the morning. I had a nap earlier, so my sleep schedule's a bit wonky. Very good. Oh, hello, there's my wounded ship. Right there. Brilliant. I guess they just got left behind.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 9 Grad Steuerbord.
Right, very good. Oh, is he armed?
Jawohl,
Hold
Herr
up.
Kaloin.
He
Ein
might be
Drittel Fahrt
armed.
voraus. Ruder 3, 5, Grad
Yes, he
Backbord.
is armed. Wow, with a big gun.
Angegriffen, Herr Kaloin!
Didn't expect that.
Jawohl,
Periscope
Herr
depth.
Kaloin. Seerohrtiefe.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, down, 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 down.
Aufbaustationen!
Oh my god. Down, 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 down.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1, Grad Backbord.
Whoa. Well, it's a ship from America.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1, 7, Grad Steuerbord.
See, now everybody, we can just say we were defending ourselves. We were minding our business on the open Atlantic. We're just here fishing
Derzeitige Tiefe 1, 0.
in our U-boat. And then we were fired upon by some gun-ho American... Well, it's the Royal Navy. Oh, they got a proper... Oh, Jesus Christ. Did they actually hit us? You cheeky bastard! You cheeky, cheeky bastards!
Rumpf beschädigt, Herr Kaloin.
Right.
Das Boot ist...
We'll see about that, won't we?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Alle
Load
Maschinen
torpedo
stopp.
tube 1. You little buggers. Torpedo tube 1 is ready. Don't hit him amidship. Hit him there. Oh wait, we're drifting.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 2, Grad Backbord. Ruder
Right.
0, Grad Backbord.
Gonna make you pay for that one. Fast speed. Give me a 3-meter deep impact torpedo. Right there. Right, there we go. Fire open tube 1. Is he moving actually? Hold up. What's his speed? No, no knots. He's dead in the water. Alright. Fire tube 1. Torpedo away. Sorry, self-defense weapon deployed. Right. There we go. So as you can see, a gas-based torpedo. So look at this huge trailer bubbles. Very obvious for any protecting force to see exactly where the submarine is. Just follow the line. Any reserves? Indeed, we do have some torpedo reserves. So this this U-boat patrol isn't finished, but hunting that convoy maybe is. Again, minding our own business. Just here doing some late night fishing. And this cheeky little bugger. Go. Alright. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever that is. Thank you for subbing. Thank you, sir. And Blast Action. Thank you, Blast Action. Okay. Hi there, Waffle. Hope you're okay. Right. So that was the cargo ship. Not sure what cargo she was carrying. She'll sink under the waves. You. Let's assume you are armed. So let's keep our distance and get Carl up on the gun. Okay. What's our bearing on it? Turn the rudder a little bit to the right. Up speed. It's moving at 8 knots. I wonder why it fell behind if it's moving at 8 knots. Strange. Doesn't look wounded. Surface the boat.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neue Tiefe 0 Meter.
I wonder if tankers go up easier. What with them being, you know, carrying lots of fuel. Suppose it depends on what they're carrying. Thank you, Centaur, and thank you, Anonymous, whoever that is. That's very kind, sir. Thank you for doing that. Thank you sincerely. Am I still in silent running? No, I came out of silent running, so hopefully we are loading a torpedo. Nope, not enough men in the crew compartment because they're probably tired. Fair play. It has been a long night for them. Conrad, could I get you up there? Man the deck gun. Hang on. Crew on deck. Man the deck gun.
Herr Kaloin. Deckgeschütz besetzen.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1,9 Grad Steuerbord.
Right. Get repair crews on the rear compartment before that flooding sinks us. It's a very light damage. Where's Carl? Carl, where is Carl? There's Herman and Willie Hauler. Get Willie Hauler. That didn't make his name. I'm not even kidding. Where's Carl? Carl, is he tired? Oh, he's knackered. Actually, let Carl rest then. He's tired. August, Hartman, and Helmut. You guys get in the gun with Willie Hauler. Right. Yep, guns ready. Alright. Tell the deck gun to target that, please. Conrad, tell the deck gun crews to open fire. Oh, they already are. Fire at will. HE is specified. Are they doing it? There we go. Well done. Right. So we'll head to... Yeah, actually we should try to not close too much if the merchant ships are indeed armed. Well, I guess they have a minimum range. Yeah, it was a bit bright. Sorry about that. Flashing imagery warning, I guess. Thank you, Pappy. Thank you very much. Sorry, it's quite... Yeah. Let's go around that tanker. If I zoom out, is it better? Okay. No? Maybe the tanker's blocking it. Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, I took a nap, so... I'm an old man. Sort of feel old. So I took a nap.
Jawohl,
Turn to
Herr
course.
Kaloin. Jawohl,
Up
Herr
engine.
Kaloin. Gehen wieder
Große
auf
Fahrt
Kurs, Herr
voraus.
Kaloin.
Head standard. So we'll sink this merchant ship and then I'll bog off for the evening. For I think Lulu wants to go outside and have a poop. Okay. So there we go. This cargo ship, we'll call this in a second. Indeed, now that I've reached my 30s chaotic blessing, I appreciate a good nap. Especially when it's cuddled up next to a dog. You could never nap, says Ark. Give it time. Hello, merchant spotted. Maintain current orders. Yes, that's the one we're hunting. Well done, Willie Hauler.
Schiff gesichtet!
What is it with Conrad's voice? It's like drinking? Like breathing helium. Yeah, just wait till I'm in my 40s. Oh god. Probably never
Schiff gesichtet!
never get any work done.
3-1, mittlere Entfernung.
Okay. So why did this one fall behind the rest of the convoy? Relatively small. Is he damaged? Can't see any like gouges in the hull. And he's moving at 8 knots. Nice shot. Weird. That cargo ship's burning. 2 kilometers away. You gonna hit? I want to turn. Let me do it. Oh, hang on. They could be armed. Searchlight just went on.
Alle Maschinen stopp. Ruder 1-2, Grad Backbord.
My turn. Stand by. 2 kilometers. Direct hit. Well done, Willie Hauler. Okay. So I presume if we can get some specialist gunners in the U-boat, we'll be able to land our shots much more regularly. If the convoy scattered on the first attack, it could have... Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they scatter necessarily. Hi there, Alistair. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you sincerely. Always peg me as a sub. You bastard. You can piss off, sir.
0, Grad Steuerbord.
Right. But yeah, I hope you're well. Yes, and you're not pegging me with anything. Thank you very much. Right. 1.6. We closed quite rapidly there. Willie. Put it to 1.5 now. Right. Cool, cool. Do you reckon they're armed? No. That's it. Okay. Oh yeah, hit the searchlight. Okay. Thank you, Entrio Poetina, and welcome indeed, sir. Yes, if anything, sorry that there's not that much of it. YouTube video-wise, that is. They take forever. They really do. Bugger. Yes, we got a proper gun, Odie. Proper gun. Yes, I've killed the engine to keep the deck stable for Willie. As in the crewman. Can you fucking hit the target there, please? Hang on. 1.6. Give me this. Unloading. Firing. There we go. Right. I hear water rushing in. That's a concerning sound. How's our cargo vessel? Steadily taking on water. Slow and steady. Yes, it would, Jerby. Yes, it would. I should try and hit below the waterline to the best of my ability. I think armor piercing is pretty damn good at that. Okay. Ooh, hit something. Moving at 6 knots now. Rudder right,
Ruder
head
1,
standard,
2,
chase him down.
Steuerbord. Große Fahrt voraus.
Very good. Cool. Close. Indeed, I think I can. But honestly, telling the crew to shoot for the waterline when at the minute he's having trouble... I was going to say having trouble hitting the ship, it would have been better if it missed. Yes, if he's having trouble even hitting the ship, I think, you know... See? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he's all just aiming too high. Tell him to aim for the waterline. Aim for the
Jawohl,
waterline.
Herr Kaloin. Auf Wasserlinie zielen.
My God, sir, can you... His voice. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, helium leak in the sub. Ah. Rudder hard right.
Ruder 3, 5 Grad Steuerbord.
Yeah, he's there. Go on, let's chase him down. Up speed.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
What happens if I run out of ammunition? Well, then we can't use the deck gun until we go back to port and restock. He's slowing down. Although sometimes, during Atlantic operations, U-boats would go and meet with what they called a milk cow submarine. A U-boat that was sent out to act as a supply tender for the other U-boats, hauling enormous, like, fuel tanks as opposed to torpedoes, full of food and ammo and fuel and porno mags, I assume, in order to keep a good, I think it was like 10 U-boats fully resupplied for a long time. Oh yeah, our engine's off. Good shout. What's that about? Engine off. Let's go.
Große Fahrt voraus. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Standard mode?
Normaler Antrieb.
Oh, there we go. We were recharging the batteries. Cheers. Come on, hunt down the bugger. Yeah, we'll take those guys off damage control. Have them go rest. Or trade. Yeah, just trade them out with others. Alright. So, intermediate tanker. 3,480 tonnage. I mean, that's quite respectable. I guess the tankers have some pretty big tonnage to them. Okay. He doesn't seem to have any guns. Just get close. It's Canadian. No, wait, is it? Actually, you might be right. It could come from Canada, this convoy. It's in the right route for it. It's either Canada or America. So it was moving at 8 knots. It's now moving at 4. The flag is Canadian. It's Merchant Marine, no? It's the... What's the ensign? Where is it? Ooh, Wait a minute. Huh? Oh. Oh, does it not have a separate book? Oh no, it does, but it doesn't have the flag on it. Oh, maybe you're right. What, with a little shield on it? Ah. Does it have the little shield? No little shield. It's Merchant Marine. It's called hang on, what's that? The flag has a name. Something ensign. Merchant ensign? Civil ensign? Red ensign. It's called the Red Ensign. It's the civil ensign of the UK, Northern Ireland. It's one of the British ensigns. What is it? So the flag is flown by British merchants or passenger ships since 1707. Flown by the English Royal Navy and Royal Scots respectively. But what about World War II? Who had it in World War II? It doesn't seem to specify. So just since 1707. Yes, so white is Royal Navy. This is ensign, so merchant. Ooh, nice shot. Okay. Come on, sink the bugger. Yes, we should have quite a few torpedoes left.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Piss, don't do that.
Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Last waypoint already reached. Come on, just abandon ship already. You've done your duty. There's no dishonor in getting in the lifeboats. Okay. How's that other ship? Is it sunk? We'll go check that out. Yeah, check it out in a minute.
Ruder 1-0, Grad Steuerbord.
There we go. Whoa! Hey, my God! Bloody hell!
Ruder 3-5, Grad Steuerbord.
Shame. I doubt anyone's going to survive that. It's an inferno. Okay. Right, to speed up the time a little bit, so it's about... So 1 minute later, 2 minutes later, there we go. Whoa, that sunk quick. So 3 minutes and it was gone. So fuel for the war effort. Fuel that will keep Great Britain in the fight. Sinking to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. A several kilometre journey to the abyssal plain below, where it will stay rusting for centuries. As for the other one, stubbornly it refuses to go under. Several upper compartments must still not be flooded. I wonder if we can perhaps persuade it. We'll make a report. Stand by. Berthold, what's our tonnage? Hang on, I should know that, I'm the captain. Give a report.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
So according to our reports, so one tanker sunk, one cargo ship sunk. Total tonnage 11,178. That's not too bad at all. And there was that other ship that did not get counted. So technically we've sunk 2 tankers. It's just that one for some reason. Where is it? Yeah, we sunk one over here, didn't we? Didn't count as ours, frustratingly. Okay. Let's head over here, see if we can convince the other ship to go under the water. Stop the boat. There we go. Let's put a few more shots in it just to make absolutely sure. Okay. We get someone on the anti-air gun. Arthur, get on the anti-air gun. There we go. Oh no, I can't use both at the same time, can I? Don't think I can, at least. Send the men on the deck gun below. Anti-air gun. Not enough crew for the flat gun? Is he not experienced enough? Maybe not. Maybe I need a petty officer. Stand by. Send Helmut. Weird. Okay. Need to pull the guys off damage control. They're tired, they've got nothing to do. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Got loads of time to break away and have the crew rest. Right, you gentlemen go chill. Right, you two. Oh, is she going? No, not yet. Maybe it's Conrad? Maybe I can't fire with Conrad there? What's going on here? Hang on. Hang on. Conrad. Man the flat gun. Maybe it's set to man the deck gun. Man... Oh, can I do both? Man the deck and the flat gun.
Deckgeschütz besetzen. Flaks besetzen.
Okay, there we go. Flat gun is manned by somebody. Not sure why I can't turn it. Not as far as I know. We've not had anyone aboard with a flat gun specialization, Porniak. We've just fired it normally. Maybe it's tiredness? Maybe I need somebody who's like got high endurance? Send... Who's this? Martin. Oh, apparently so. Weird. Right, let's put some armor piercing. Low on the waterline. There we go. Persuade it to go under. Looks like the front's probably got quite a bit of air in it. No, we're not aiming for the lifeboats, Jerby. There we go. Why not? Because wars are a temporary thing, and when the wars end, your conduct in it will determine whether or not you go home to a medal around your neck or a noose. Only if you lose. If only that were true. If only countries stood alone on the world stage. Alas, there's 200 of them. So good luck maintaining decent relations, or even having relations with other countries around you. And surprise, you do need those relations with other countries around you to keep your economy afloat. Plus, humans are social creatures, and as a result, we'll tend to push aside those who display extreme violence or generally try to violate the status quo. Therefore, you just watch as a peacetime government sails its war heroes down the river, down the canal, in exchange for maintaining status quo. If you think the future belongs to war criminals, then I haven't been paying attention. Okay. Come on, will you please sink? Just speed up the time. 20 minutes, hang on. 1 minute later. 3 minutes later. 5. Stubborn thing, eh? Okay, 10 minutes later. We might indeed need the HE. I mean, it is sunk. It's counter sunk. It's not like stuck on a U-boat beneath it. Just saying propped up. Yeah, it was taking a cargo of flotation devices over to the UK. Didn't they have that on an episode of Hornblower? Anyone remember that? The TV series of the adaptation of the books Hornblower. They had a boat that was hauling rice, and so it started sinking, and then it started behaving erratically in the water because the rice was expanding. All the rice supplies below deck were expanding. And eventually they just had to abandon ship and just let it sink because, well, the cargo just became super unstable. Hang on a minute. Can we reach with the deck gun?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Yeah, sharp at sea, basically.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
If you're not familiar with Sharp, it's the reason why Sean Bean dies in everything. Because he started his career in a series where he basically gallivanted all over France, murdering everybody and somehow miraculously surviving every encounter he was in.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
His career afterwards is a correction for his time in Sharp. Did the dog poo? No, I do need to go, don't I? Sorry, I need to wrap this up. Okay. Alright. Come on, let's go, let's sink this bugger. We've reported it, but I'll be damned if another U-boat... I'll be damned if Prien's in the area and he torpedoes this. Oh yes. Sunk a tanker, 8,000 tonnage, it was mine. Fuck you, Prien. Whoops. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Whoops. Was a little bit off there, don't you think? Oh, hello. Something's bending. Are the U-boats player controlled? No, I'm just the real life historical character, Gunther Prion, the U-boat ace. I'm just saying he's going to turn up and claim my kill. I know, SB Hink, I know it's sunk according to the game, but it's not sunk enough for me, if you know what I'm saying. Right. Come on, what? Speed up time. What sort of cargo? Oh, there we go, finally. Jesus, it was the front bow. There we go. Right, she's off. There we go. Where was the deck gun then, I wonder? Oh yeah, I see him. Long trip down to the abyssal plain of the Atlantic Ocean. Right. Cool. So, thank you for watching, everyone. So I'm probably going to leave it there. Not bad, eh? 11,000 tonnage. Well, that which we reported. We'll let that convoy go. We'll go hunt the next one. So I'll let the crew rest. I'll take the reserve torpedoes out. See what else we can get. As for right now, I'm going to bog off because it is quite late, obviously. It's 2:15. So I'm going to go get the dog, put the harness on her, just pop outside and just have a poop and run up and down the street for a bit and then come back in. So, yeah, so that's it really. So I'm sure I'll be around on the weekend. I'm a bit bedeviled by the latest YouTube video, so I'm trying to get it done, but I keep getting stuck. I keep getting stuck on this video essay thing, trying to get the script correct, trying to get it to my satisfaction, and yeah, so just bear with me. Sorry it's been so long for content on the channel. Yeah, just need to try and get it done. Okay, so thank you again. Right, bear with, give it a save. Okay, hunt 3, there we go. Exit and save. So yeah, have a lovely weekend. Hope you, yeah, if you've got any plans, hope they go well. And yeah, thank you for watching. And thank you, Darrenick and Gabriel. Thank you for subbing. Right, let's have a look. Who is any of my clan members going? I don't know at this hour. Let's have a quick look. So, Digi is. So, in America, aren't they? So, ZF Digi is doing some Satisfactory. ZF Joink is doing some Rust. Anyone else on right now? No, just these two. Okay, in which case, let me hand you over to... let me hand you over to Digi then. So this is ZF Digi. He's currently bouncing around in his... What's this, sorry? So he's running around the factory floor in his, well, obviously Satisfactory. Not sure what he's doing specifically, but I'll leave you in his company. Right, back on a bit. There we go. Thank you again. All the best. Have a lovely, lovely weekend.